I'm ready to go now. I'll be fighting him in that ring tonight. Don't really matter. Still kick his ass any time of the day. Doesn't matter.
Yet. But next year, we will fight in February, and then we will fight Tyson Fury. If Turkey Al Sheikh delivers on...
AJ causes the upset, if you can call it an upset. Because AJ, if nothing else, AJ's got a lot of power still. His punch resistance may be shot to pieces.
Tyson Fury call out Anthony Joshua ahead of Jake Paul fight. What makes Fury's talk even stranger is timing. He's calling out AJ right before fighting Jake Paul, yet he's the one coming off 2 straight defeats to Usyk. Talking about kryptonite sounds empty now. If anything, recent evidence shows Fury's own style has been solved long before AJ enters the equation.
I'm still dismissive of him. Styles make fights, and my style for him is kryptonite. You know, I've always said AJ's built to measure for me, and just because he knocked out that guy with a right hand, it's not the same. Boxing's different, you know. Styles make fights. We've seen he couldn't land any of those right hands on Usyk. A way smaller man, a lighter man. Boxing is a very difficult game. It's changing all the time. Styles make fights, and
Fury talks like he's still the landlord of the division, but lately his words sound louder than his performances. This mush act feels like old tricks from a fighter trying to stay relevant. Calling AJ out before a Jake Paul fight just exposes how desperate Fury is to keep his name above water.
Sometimes I say, "What's happening, AJ? How are you, mush?" That's usually what I say. And then we have a little bit of back and forth, and I tell him I'm going to knock him out, and he tells me I'm going to knock you out. And I said, after your last performance, mush, you need a lot of improvement to knock me out.
Anthony Joshua sends a quiet but brutal message. He's saying, handle Jake Paul first, and if Fury decides to come out of retirement, AJ will be ready to dismantle him too. Fury's endless callouts and theatrics crumble under AJ's calm, calculated authority, all hype, zero control.
This has done well. He's a good fighter, there's no denying it, and we wish him all the best. So honestly, if he wanted to fight me, he's more than welcome to make contact. It's up to him. It's not up to me. I'm ready. I stay consistent. It's just up to him.
Eddie Hearn drops the confirmation bomb, and Fury's bravado evaporates. AJ's camp locks in the fight while Fury stands helplessly, waving and shouting. His hype can't compete with AJ's focus and preparation. The Gypsy King's posturing looks pathetic against a man quietly dictating the terms and timing of the showdown.
Tyson Fury. What I can tell you is, Turkey Al Sheikh has told us, I am going to make AJ v Tyson Fury. This is your deal. Do you accept? We have accepted.
Duke McKenzie emphasizes the magnitude. This isn't just a fight, it's the biggest clash in boxing history. AJ is stepping up to Jake Paul while Fury sits on the sidelines shouting for attention. Fury's endless callouts look pathetic next to a real heavyweight showdown that will dominate the world stage.
That interests you?
It's a fight that interests everybody, isn't it? Because it's still a massive fight. They are still the two biggest names in world boxing. I don't care what anybody says. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are still the 2 biggest names in world heavyweight boxing.
Simon Jordan calls out the reality. Fury can bark all he wants, but while the Gypsy King clings to callouts, AJ is making history in the biggest fight the world has seen. Jake Paul may hype himself, but AJ's skill will turn the spectacle into a complete demolition, leaving Fury looking irrelevant.
Then Tyson Fury's mouth drags it back into the gutter at times, but I also think that some of his achievements have been quite remarkable, and he's come back and won fights and achieved things at times that I didn't think he could. Anthony Joshua on the whole has been a force for good. I think boxing has always been in the cup.
Adam Smith exposes Fury completely. His past losses and controversial decisions reveal the cracks in his so-called dominance. Joshua's call-out isn't just words, it's a declaration that Fury's hype won't survive in reality. Jake Paul may think he's ready, but AJ will show both fighters what a real heavyweight looks like.
We can still do that with Joshua and Fury. Okay, AJ's coming off a loss, but before that he was in good form. Fury's coming off a defeat by 4 rounds on the judges' card. Some felt it was closer, so they can both fight. And then
Adel Oladipo delivers the punch. Fury's endless talk and shaky record only highlight how Joshua's focus makes him untouchable. This isn't just hype. AJ's precision and experience will turn Jake Paul into a cautionary tale. Fury can call out all he wants, but his glory is long gone, and Joshua is ready.
I mean, when you're talking 80,000, it has to be a right dance partner. AJ, that conversation has been spoken about for September, and that has to be at the National Stadium.
Johnny Nelson lays it bare. Fury's ego is massive, but his skills? Not so much. While he's busy whining and playing the media circus, AJ is ready to handle business in the ring. Joshua's precision and brute strength would expose Fury's patchy record and all the hype surrounding him. Jake Paul is next on AJ's list, and Fury can shout, cry, or claim offense, but it won't change reality. He's a paper champion by now, a shadow of his own legend. AJ dismantling Paul first is a warm-up, proving Fury's threats are nothing more than empty noise.
I think Tyson Fury, you put him and Anthony Joshua together, and I'd been asked before, who wins between us both? I said Anthony. Tyson offended or whatever, and then vice versa. Why would he give a shit what I think? Yeah, so what he thinks and what he believes. You know, coming through my career, so many people said you ain't going to do shit. I don't hate on him. I just think, all right, my success says it all. And so when you walk away from this game, you understand everybody has an opinion.
Tony Bellew tears into the absurdity. Fury's constant threats and callouts are more about headlines than action. AJ doesn't bend to Fury's theatrics. He's focused, disciplined, and about to handle Jake Paul like a real heavyweight. Fury's career has been peppered with controversial decisions and shaky performances, yet he pretends to intimidate champions. Joshua has no interest in waiting for Fury to get serious. He's already set to prove dominance. Every jab and knockout from AJ against Paul will underline Fury's irrelevance. The Gypsy King may try to posture, but in reality, he's been exposed as hype without substance.
It's one that, right now, I mean, he's just coming off a hard camp, a hard fight, and does he need it right now immediately when Tyson Fury says so? Probably not, but can he afford to knock back the opportunity? Probably not as well, so it's tough really. I'm not so sure it actually does happen, and I'm not so sure it's someone, once again, boy who cried wolf.
Spencer Brown exposes the fantasy, while Fury and his team scramble to create buzz. The real heavyweight focus is on AJ's concrete fights. Jake Paul may think he's stepping into glory, but Joshua is preparing a dismantling. Fury's so-called biggest fight claims feel hollow next to Joshua's strategic mastery. Every media hype stunt and shout from Fury only amplifies his inconsistency and career blemishes. Fans remember his losses and the fights he barely survived, yet he acts untouchable. Joshua, meanwhile, is all business. Facing Jake Paul first is a statement, and Fury's threats? Just background noise in the path of a true champion.
5, the championship rounds. 10, 11, 12. It was scrappy, it was messy, and it was just kind of like winning the argument. But when you watch it and score it, gloves are hitting you. It was just busy, wasn't it? It was busy. But did you feel it was slipping away from you at the end? Or did you feel you was doing enough?
No, I felt like I'd done it. I felt like I was up before the bell had gone. 30 seconds, I only needed 30 seconds rest. I was up off my stool.
Carl Frock makes a sharp observation. Fury's theatrics and retirement talk have become a running joke in the boxing world. While he puffs up media headlines, AJ is laser-focused on action, starting with Jake Paul. This isn't just a fight, it's a statement. Fury's past losses and inconsistency make him look small, especially against a champion who's precise, powerful, and unstoppable. Fans know that Fury's so-called big comebacks often end in controversy or shaky performances. Meanwhile, Joshua is methodically preparing to dismantle Paul first, sending a clear message that Fury's hype is empty noise. Fury can keep calling out, crying wolf, or reminiscing about his past glory, but the reality is harsh. He's a glorified media stunt, while AJ is a disciplined heavyweight machine. Every jab Joshua lands on Paul will echo in Fury's ears as a reminder that he's long past his peak, and no amount of bravado can change that.
I know the fight with Anthony Joshua is an interesting one we want to see, one that I certainly want to see. First of all, I'd just like to say, why retire, why come out? I've touched on it.
Teddy Atlas points out the harsh truth. Hype can only go so far, and Fury's over-the-top antics won't resurrect his reputation. Fans may pack arenas for spectacle, but Joshua's next fight with Jake Paul will demonstrate the real skill gap. Fury's attempts to dominate headlines with empty bravado are laughable compared to AJ's methodical dismantling of his opponents. Every round Joshua delivers against Paul will serve as a reminder that Fury's theatrics cannot mask mediocrity. Fury's career, peppered with controversial wins and unconvincing performances, has left him exposed. Joshua, disciplined and precise, is using this period to reassert himself as the world's true heavyweight force. While Fury shouts, AJ proves in real time, In real fights that hype cannot beat experience, timing, and raw power. The contrast between media spectacle and ring reality has never been clearer.
Listen, God bless them. They're going to make more money. They're going to fill Wembley Stadium up. I'm sure. Whatever. God bless them. But to me, it's lost. It's lost its zing. It's lost its luster. I mean but that's me. It's lost. The English fans are so loyal. They're such boxing fans. They're still coming.
Johnny Nelson exposes the reality. Fury's callouts are all smoke and mirrors. While he obsesses over past theatrics, Joshua is plotting every move with surgical precision, starting with Jake Paul. Fury's record is riddled with gaps, controversial decisions, and shaky performances, making his threats laughable. Nelson makes it clear strategy, skill, and experience always trump bluster. AJ's timing and power mean Paul will be torn apart systematically, while Fury's name is thrown around as if it carries weight, but in truth, he's just a shadow of a headline. Fury's attempts at intimidation will crumble when Joshua steps into the ring. Fans can see through the hype, and Nelson reminds everyone, in a real fight, Fury would struggle to land meaningful shots against a disciplined champion. His past glory is meaningless compared to AJ's relentless precision and power.
Because Tyson Fury is a fighting man. So I know Dylan White is nightmare to everybody. You never know. Right now, people are thinking, yes, I know how to take that by eyes. The same shot Anthony Joshua took him out with, and Pulev took him out, Povetkin took him out with. But I just think, fight-wise, I'd lean towards Anthony Joshua.
Duke McKenzie highlights Fury's overestimation of himself. Sure, he's clever, but cleverness can't erase a patchy record full of questionable performances. AJ's power is undeniable, and Jake Paul is about to feel the full impact of disciplined, world-class boxing. Fury's callouts sound threatening, but his previous losses and inconsistent bouts make him a joke in comparison. McKenzie emphasizes that while Fury might nick rounds on paper, in reality he's not even in AJ's league right now. Every jab, hook, and combination Joshua lands on Paul will reinforce the truth Fury is more media hype than real threat. His strategic mind might have worked on smaller opponents, but against a disciplined champion, it's nothing but window dressing. The contrast between Fury's talk and AJ's action is stark, and McKenzie makes it crystal clear, hype cannot replace skill.
Also, AJ's got a lot of power still. His punch resistance may be shot to pieces, but Fury's not too far behind him, I don't think. They're both ready to go. So it's a question of who lands first, and Fury's always been quite smart, quite clever in terms of his boxing sort of prowess and ability. So you would expect Fury to maybe nick it.
Derek Chisora makes it brutally clear, Fury's constant rest periods, excuses, and selective fights show he's avoiding real challenges. AJ isn't here for theatrics. He's ready to face anyone, starting with Jake Paul, to send a clear message. Fury's so-called biggest fight talk is laughable when his own record is patchy and filled with dubious wins. Chisora emphasizes that fans want substance, not hype, and Fury has consistently delivered the opposite. Joshua's next fight will prove who the real heavyweight king is. While Fury lounges and waits for headlines, AJ is preparing to dominate, dismantle Paul, and humiliate the Gypsy King should he ever step back into the ring. Fury's threats are empty. AJ's fists will write the story in blood, sweat, and undeniable skill.
Let me just say this for him. He's resting right now. Yeah. Forget Deontay Wilder. Forget anybody else. The fight to have is with the Gypsy King. So let them rest. Let them get their minds right. Let them the bodies rest. Let them figure out what they want to do. When they're ready, they'll come out and say, you know what, I'm ready now. We're both ready. Let's get it on.
You think that's the fight next for both of them, yeah?
That's the fight for both of them. That's what they want. There's no point of like fighting Deontay Wilder or fighting this guy and fighting this guy. But really and truly, everybody wants to see Tyson Fury.
The stage is set. Anthony Joshua is ready to take on Jake Paul and prove exactly why he's still a force in a heavyweight division. Fury can scream, cry wolf, or hype himself up all he wants, but every jab, hook, and combination AJ lands will expose him as a shadow of his former self. Jake Paul may think he's stepping into glory, but Joshua's precision, timing, and power will dismantle him methodically. Fury's callouts? Empty noise. His media theatrics and inconsistent record have done nothing to prepare him for a true champion. Fans around the world are waiting for action, not hype, and AJ is about to deliver a masterclass. So buckle up, watch closely, comment your predictions, and witness the moment when a real heavyweight shows the difference between talkers and fighters. Who do you think will survive the storm first, Jake Paul or Fury?